Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, and if you didn't get to see Biden's State of the Union speech, no problem. Here's the top 5 moments from the speech you didn't have to watch. Number 5, the kiss. As First Lady Jill Biden entered the House chambers, she and Kamala Harris's husband exchanged a rather, affectionate smooch. The kiss of the lips immediately went viral, with a number of people asking, what the heck is going on between the First Lady and the second gentleman? Even the New York Post was left wondering, what the heck was this all about? They even continued to hold hands for some time afterward. It was strange to say the least, but then again, considering who their spouses are, well. Number 4, ban assault weapons now.
Ban assault weapons now. Ban them now. Once and for all.
That's right. Biden once again called for the banning of a mythical firearm, a firearm that does not actually exist, the so-called assault weapon. It's a term derived from a 1988 paper written by a radical gun control activist and Violence Policy Center founder Josh Sugarman. And the whole purpose of the term assault weapons was a blatant attempt at manipulating public opinion against semi-automatic guns in general. It's not a neutral term. It's not reflective of any mechanistic distinction that certain rifles have over others. It's simply an attempt to recast a certain style of gun, which is a gun with some military aesthetic flair. It's an attempt to exploit that flair in such a way as to ban guns from law-abiding citizens. And that's why this proposed ban is already doomed to fail. The Supreme Court has made it absolutely clear that so-called assault weapons bans are blatantly unconstitutional. And so sorry, Joe, you lost before you've even begun. Number 3, Senator Mike Lee's face. As Biden was jabbering about the debt, Senator Mike Lee's reaction was priceless.
The idea is that we're not going to be moved into being threatened to default on the debt if we don't respond. Folks.
Yeah, somebody noted that Mike Lee is all of us right now. The whole nation is just going, huh? What? How does any of this make sense? Number 2, the fentanyl crisis. It's your fault.
He told us he wants to start a journey toward American recovery. Doug, we're with you. Fentanyl is killing more than 70,000 Americans a year. You got it.
Ouch, but that was very deserved. It's true. This is largely Biden's fault. The tragedy of what's happening at our southern border, where Biden is intentionally abdicating his constitutionally mandated law enforcement responsibilities, isn't just a violation of national sovereignty. That would be bad enough. It's the fact that most of the fentanyl that's killing tens of thousands of Americans is smuggled over land across the U.S.-Mexico border. This according to the DEA. Since last year, over 110,000 Americans have died from drug overdoses. 70% of those overdose deaths were from fentanyl. I mean, this is a totally preventable horror that besets us, and the fact that Biden would even bring it up, given how he's in effect complicit in this deadly fentanyl outbreak, was perhaps the single most nauseating moment of last night's speech. Before we get to the number 1 moment of the State of the Union, make sure to click on that link below and protect yourself from bumbling Biden's utter incompetence with the timeless value of gold and silver. As you know, patriots of the centuries have always relied on gold and silver to protect their assets during economic storms, and that is where the amazing patriots over at Goldco come in. Now, if you have $50,000 or more in an IRA, 401k, or savings account, You need to protect those assets from bumbling Biden's economic insanity with the timeless value of gold and silver. Click on that link below and talk to our good friends over at Goldco. They want you to succeed so much, gang. They're offering you up to $10,000 in free silver if you open up an account with them. $10,000. But that is a limited time offer, so don't wait. Click on that link below or visit my special website, turleytalkslikesgold.com. And finally, drum roll, the number one moment from Biden's disastrous State of the Union speech. Marjorie Taylor Greene yelling out, "Liar!"
Some of my Republican friends want to take the economy hostage. I get it, unless I agree to their economic plans. All of you at home should know what those plans are. Instead of making the wealthy pay their fair share, some Republicans want Medicare and Social Security to sunset. I'm not saying it's a majority. Let me give you, anybody who doubts it, contact my office. I'll give you a copy. I'll give you a copy of the proposal. That means Congress doesn't vote. Well, I'm glad to see you.
That was fun. And the beauty of it is that once again, it shows that Biden and the Democrats have no new ideas. First, it was the assault weapons ban. They've been talking about that since the 90s. Now it's the old widely debunked, the Republicans want to throw grandma off a cliff. Again, this is going back to the 1990 Bill Clinton playbook. That's what makes this so sad. And so Marjorie Taylor Greene, bless her heart, just stood up and called Joe Mencha what he is. He's a liar. He's a fraudulent, pathological liar. And he's always been, even the Bernie bros, Bernie Sanders people were pushing that during the primaries. Biden has always been a liar, and Marjorie Taylor Greene just called him out on it for all the nation to hear. So there you go, gang. You're all caught up, and we can get on with the business of building a parallel patriot economy dedicated to faith, family, and freedom, all the while the Democrats and bumbling Biden continue to captain their inevitably sinking ship. As always, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. You will definitely want to check out my latest video on Democrats panicking as Kamala Harris is utterly imploding. Maybe that's why her husband was smooching with Jill. Well, you won't want to miss it either way, so make sure to click on that link, and I'll see you over there. God bless.